While we are still basking in the history set by Davido on TikTok on the record for the most watched live stream in Africa in 2024, his arch rival Ayo Balogun, popularly known as Wizkid, kicked off 2025 with a bang, making headlines as the highest paid African artist on Spotify by raking in $1 million in monthly earnings on the music streaming platform. It set a new benchmark and reminded other African artists that talent and work rate can bring financial rewards in the global music industry. 1 million on a monthly basis. Okay, talk to me, Mayor. Another Nigerian, this is another Nigerian, yet, blazing the trail in the music world in Africa, with huge revenue. Monthly earnings.
Yeah, it's good music to the ears. I'm so happy that Africans have been able to prove that we own rhythm. That rhythms resides in Africa. For a long time, we made the mistake of thinking that we want to be like someone else.
Okay.
And here within this environment, we used to believe that hip-hop music and American music is the way to go. But eventually, our artists started looking in, influenced greatly by Fela Anikulapo Kuti's Afrobeat. And since then, Afrobeat has conquered the world. And it's a thing of joy because music has moved from when you have a record label, and then when you release an artist, you depend on people in Alaba, or the so-called Bimpe Jolene, or all those people that hog CDs. But now, when you make your music and you publish it, and you have a publishing house, you are opening your music immediately to the world. That is one of the gains of the World Wide Web. The internet has made it possible for somebody in India, or somebody in Indonesia, or somebody in Pakistan to stream your music and enjoy it without seeing you. You don't have to be there physically. Your record label, whether it's owned by you or by someone else, does not have to have physical presence in those places. That is one of the gains of digital music. And our boys are cleaning out.
Yeah,
they are really cleaning out because
cleaning out.
No matter the way you look at it, $1 million every month is a lot of money.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of money, and I'm so happy for
exactly.
I'm happy for Wizkid.
So, Asuko, looking at the top 10 earners, we're looking at Wizkid, Burna Boy, and Thames. Top three. Now, looking at the top 10, Nigerians also, Olamide also has about 1 billion streams on Spotify. But what does that say about the Nigerian talent?
The talents in Nigeria are enormous. You can't exhaust it. Just like Mayor was saying, if you travel out of Nigeria, that is when you now begin to appreciate the Nigerianness in you. Because even some places you go to, you just be listening, you just find out that they are even playing Nigerian music, and then you'll be checking.
Exactly.
Am I in Eko or am I somewhere else? So that shows the level and the extent to which our music has gone. And if you look at the talents, how much they've made so far, every month, apart from Wizkid, Burna Boy is about 780 million, 780,000 plus on Spotify monthly
basis.
You understand? Thames 600,000 plus. So if you can see all the pluses, that it shows that there's talent. The talent in Nigeria is just so much in terms of music, movies, theater arts. You can't just even comedy. So if you go online, you see
industry
it is just enormous. So I think that is where the government has to start looking at, making sure that all those talents are being harnessed. Not just here, but we can also, export them out there, and then this will take away so many youth away from all these social vices that you are seeing.
Exactly. All right, BKO is joining us via Zoom, from Kaduna. Now, BKO, I think it's time for both of us to enter into the studio and wax something nice right now. But talking about this issue of this big thing from Wizkid, how can these earnings on Spotify benefit musicians, in Nigeria, in the face of intellectual property theft and other challenges?
The good thing about these platforms is that when your music is streamed, it is verifiable, it is scientific, no one can tamper with it. It is not like ratings here in our country sometimes that are manipulated, tremendous human influence in it. This is scientific, it cannot be rigged. So, and if your music is good, people will take to it and you earn your money. People have always said that Wizkid is the biggest artist in our country. And it shows with the facts at our disposal. You can see Wizkid doing 1 million via Spotify in a month. Yes, it's still a long way from what Drake and Taylor Swift are making from the same Spotify. Because Drake is doing 7,717,000, Taylor Swift doing 7,713,000. But it's a good starting point. And you can see Rema 367,000, Omale doing 421,000, Era Star 400,000, and I think Davido 458,615. So Wizkid's fans will say here now that their guy is doing 2 times as good as Davido, but that is not really the issue. What excites me is that in the continent of Africa, you can see only Tyler from South Africa, the Grammy Award winner, has challenged this Nigerian boys and girls. Just Tyler doing 607,804. That's the only person in the continent of Africa that has featured in that top 10. The rest of them are Nigerians. So it shows you that Nigeria is the home of Afrobeat. It shows you that the sky is the talent for our artists. And I want to see these artists invest some of this money in building high-tech studios here in our country. I want to see more of these artists do their videos in Nigeria as against going to South Africa to shoot videos, going to other countries of the world to shoot videos. We need to invest some of this money in our country. And it shouldn't just be, let me go and buy the best automobile in the world. Invest some of this money to develop the music sector. Burna Boy was complaining the other day that we do not really have excellent studios where people can, where artists can record their works. He said that about a year ago. I want to see Burna Boy, I want to see Davido and Wizkid pull resources together. This is not, they shouldn't be antagonizing one another. The nonsensical talk, for example, that Burna Boy did not deserve to win Grammy, he won it because of oil and all that. That nonsense has to stop. This is the time for us to realize that, look, our artists are good and that Nigeria must continue to build on the successes that these artists are recording. So this is the future.